Hey guys, welcome to the Soul on Fire show, where we're going to ignite the passion within. On the show, we merge science and spirituality. And today we are going to talk about shape shifting and merging into the energies of what it looks like to merge into your dreams and your reality. I am so grateful for you guys. Thank you so much for being here on the live. Thank you for being here on the replay. I am super, super excited today to talk to you about a subject that's pretty important to me. And it's actually very, very, very misguided, right? For those of you that don't know me, my name is Noelle Agape. I am a health and wellness counselor. I'm an NLP trainer and I'm a quantum energy trainer. And we tap deep into the quantum realms in this show. We talk about the energies of the earth. We merge science and spirituality, and we bring it all together for you to live your best life. Our job at Noelle Agape Global is always, always, always to teach so you guys can be the greatest version of yourself. So on today's show, we are going to go really deep today, and it's going to be a little bit of a show that's going to make you wonder who you are and actually wonder if the life that you're living can be lived a little bit better, right? So what is shape shifting and what does that even look like, right? And so many people believe in, there's a multi-million dollar business called the law of attraction. And it's actually kind of, those people that studied science, or it's actually kind of comical because many people are making billions off of the law of attraction, right? When in reality, what's really going on is there really isn't anything such a thing as the law of attraction. And that might be super controversial to many people, but what actually it is that it's everything is energy, and we are science and we are energy. And when you are at the same frequency as something, that's when it shows up in your reality. And that's what we talk about today. We talk about how you can actually connect to a higher frequency to be a better version of yourself, which is a spiritual version of yourself. And we merge science and spirituality to actually have the information come through you. So I work with energy on a daily basis. And, I've studied energy for, years now. I mean, I'm 18 years into this. And again, now that I got your attention about the law of attraction, let's talk deep about what that actually looks like. So we're going to talk about manifesting your dreams, and we're going to talk about merging into to your realities of the different realities that actually exist. We're going to talk about time and space, and we're going to talk about the frequencies of the planet and the frequencies of the earth and what that looks like. So many people are actually feeling tremendous amount of anxiety, and so many people are feeling a tremendous amount of very, very much heaviness from the energies in this earth. And what that means is that they're really truly just not connected to their highest self. And so what I'm going to do really raw and real today is we're going to go vulnerable. We're going to get you raw and real. I'm going to teach you how to actually understand the energies and how they move through you on a biochemical sense, right? And so when you understand that things are actually moving through you, and energy moves and it's fluid, and you're in the flow, you can understand how to actually manipulate time and space. You can actually understand how to manipulate energy. You can actually shape shift to be the person that you want to be. You can actually shape shift into things that you want to do. I believe really, deep into the quantum, where you can actually shape shift into a completely different version of yourself if you wanted to as well, right? And so, again, the law of attraction is, the secret, and all of this, the last 20 years of, whatever everyone is saying about it, the law of attraction is actually kind of, it's pretty interesting because it's a market for sure. It's a sales market, but the reality is that it's been there all along, right? Those energies have been there all along. It's moving into Christ consciousness, moving into all of the miracles that's ever happened in any dimension of time and space. The miracles is just truly you understanding that there is a frequency of the earth. And when you're not at that same frequency, that's when you feel, and Michael Beckwith says this amazingly, I just listened to him this week, is that, the frequency of the earth is always, always evolving. And when you're not evolving and you're not moving to a higher version of yourself, that's actually when you start to feel fear. That's when you start to fear anxiety. That's when you start to fear things, right? So what does the greatest version of you actually look like, right? And what is shape shifting? What does that look like? How do you actually merge into the energy of it? It is understanding that everything is already created, and from that space, when God source, the universe has already created everything. You just actually have to merge into whatever it is that you want. So when you are manifesting all day, every day, what many don't understand is that really truly what you manifest is what's going on within your internal vibration, right? So you have a vibrational match and to the frequency that is showing up in your life. So if there's the frequency of anger, or if it's a frequency of hurt, or if it's frequency of pain, I live in the United States, there's a lot of that going on right now, right? The frequency of the country is at a lower vibration right now, right? And so how do we move through that? How do we shapeshift? How do we understand where we're going to go and what we want to go as humanity, how we change humanity? What's the proper way to actually manifest things into your life, manifest the best version of yourself? What is the proper way to actually do that, right? Because there is a lot of fake gurus out there that have no idea what they're talking about on YouTube or Facebook or wherever it is. And they just talk about the law of attraction, and everybody's a coach and everybody has a degree in science all of a sudden, right? And the reality is that when you understand this at the depths of what really is going on, then you can understand how to change, and you can understand the action steps that you need to do that. And so we're going to take a quick break, but today just our short life hack is that everything truly is within inside of you, and we're going to teach you how that works today. We're going to teach you how that you can tap into a different frequency. When you have harmonious frequencies and resonance with a frequency, that's when it shows up in your life, right? When you have distortion, and again, this is plain science. When you have distortion in any way in a vibration or a frequency, that's the distortion that's going to show up. And when you understand that, the game of telephone, like, this person said this, and this person did this, and this person, and all of the conspiracy that's going on right now in politics, right? That is when the distortion comes in, and it comes into humanity, and it changes the frequency of humanity, which is the earth is the frequency is actually vibrating and raising and evolving, and the frequency of humanity is actually decreasing, right? And so how do we get to a greater version of ourselves? How do we live in the highest version of ourselves? How do we move to a different frequency? How do we actually shape shift into reality? I believe, in alternative universes. I believe in energy. I believe that we're all energy. I believe in, every dimension of time and space exists, and you can actually tap into different time, spaces, and reality at the same time, past, present, and future. And we're going to go more into that in just a little bit, guys. And today's show is sponsored by my company, Noelle Agape Global. And Noelle Agape Global, we are here to raise the vibration of humanity, to truly merge science and spirituality, to tap within you and raise the frequency within you so you actually can bring your spirituality and your gifts out to the world. We love you so much, and we will be right back. Hi guys, welcome back. Thank you so much for watching on the live. Thank you those that are watching on the replay. Today we are talking about shape shifting and what that looks like, and what that looks like in a frequency and energetic form. We're talking about manifesting the life of your dreams. We're talking about tapping into a greater version of you and understanding how to actually do that. So many people say to me, Noelle, how do you literally go from one space to the other, right? And I really do believe in shape-shifting. I believe in that you can tap into other realms that are different realms, and you get to move into a better version of you. And so all of your belief systems, all of your patterns, all of your near net pathways. I'm an NLP trainer. I have degrees in psychology. I have all of my degrees in science. And when you understand that there is literally like grooves within your brain that is, I'm not worthy. I'm not good enough. I can't be vulnerable. I can't love. I'm not safe to love. I'm not safe in this situation. Money is the root of all evil. And all of these paradigms that have come into existence over the last, 2,000 years, we're moving into the age of Aquarius. And the age of Aquarius is such a beautiful gift to us because it is truly the future. Aquarius energy is the future. Aquarius energy is understanding technology and merging humanity and technology together. And we just spent the last 2,000 years in the age of Pisces, which was, understanding humanity as emotions and moving, from religion and all of the paradigms of the Christ consciousness and trying to understand Christ consciousness. And so when you understand that the earth is always evolving, the planets are always evolving, nature is always evolving, right? There is the downfall, there is a destruction, and there is a breakdown of nature, and then it rebuilds itself. That's actually what is going on in humanity right now. And this is a super controversial show, and just FYI, if it's not resonating with you, that's okay. But what is going on right now is that the earth and the planets have already evolved. The energies have already come into the earth, and humanity hasn't caught up to that, right? And so if you think about an acorn becoming an oak tree, right, it doesn't say, oh my gosh, how am I going to become an oak tree? I don't think I have enough money to pay my rent to be an oak tree. Oak tree is way too big for me. I can't live in that space of an oak tree. Or when a tiger understands that, they need to, their instincts to survive and what they need to do in the jungle, or survival of the fittest and everything in nature, right? Nature takes care of itself. Nature is at a vibration that is a different frequency than our biochemistry, right? But our biochemistry can be at the same frequency as nature. We just have to understand how to do that, and that means me eating healthy, looking at yourself and truly looking at the distortion in your life, right? What paradigms have you learned? What belief systems have been instilled in you? Where are you with, humanity? And where are you in the sense that you are in the victim, right? How often do you put yourself in the sense where it's like, oh, this happened to me, you're attacking me, all of these things, when in reality, right, it's your frequency. Everything that is happening outside in the world that you see is truly happening inside. And so as a society, we have to take a step back and say, whoa, as a collective, what's going on? How can I be better, right? There are plasma lights coming through that are at the speed for the frequency, and that is so powerful. And then if we tapped into that, and if we have a clean body and a clean mind, and we have a clean air and a clean earth, it's going to allow it to come through us much faster. December 21st is a massive, massive conjunction that is going on in the astrological realms, right? And how can we actually tap into those energies? Meditation is one of them, right? Eating clean is a humongous part of it. Shape-shifting is really moving yourself into the feeling of the energy, the vibration of the energy, understanding that your belief systems are only blocking you. Things are stored in your organs. Emotions are stored in your organs. Emotions are stored as energy in your body, right? So if a trauma happened to you when you were between 0 or 6, or trauma happened to you in your life, it's stored somewhere in your organs. And when your body is not at max functioning and your body is not clean, then you're going to get distorted energy within the frequencies, right? And so that's super scientific. But, in layman's terms, really, the cleaner you eat, the more healthy you are, the less toxic thoughts, the less distortion that's in your body, truly, everything is within us. And that's how you shapeshift. You merge with the energy. And when I want to tell you how to merge with the energy, so many people, it's a foreign thing for many people to understand that you actually have to, we are energy. Our body is energy. We are made up of energy. The table is energy. This computer is energy. Everything is a frequency, right? And you get to connect to different frequencies. And, shape-shifting at the highest level at the shaman level is truly going through different dimensions of time and space. And that is, a lesson in itself. But shape-shifting your life is one, taking accountability for where you exactly are, right? Where am I exactly right now in this moment? What's going on in my life? What is showing up in my life right now? Is anxiety showing up? Is anger showing up? Is hurt showing up? Am I in a place of service? Am I a place of victim? I'm asking yourself these questions on a daily basis, right? Oh, this happened to me. How can I learn more from that, right? Those are the easiest layman's terms to understand frequency and vibration, because emotions are there truly to teach you and show you where you are, right? Your soul has jumped in and said, I'm gonna learn these lessons throughout my life. You get to learn these lessons, which is so beautiful and so wonderful and incredible, because your soul gets to expand. Your soul is here for two reasons, for expansion and experience. And you get to choose what you expand into and what you experience. Along the way, you also get lessons. Along the way, you also get things that show you where your vibrational frequency is matched into, right? And so if you are matched to being, in this mode of attacking, or if you're matched to always being the victim, or if you're matched to just basically lack, that's what's going on outside of you, right? And so how do you shapeshift? Shapeshifting is truly merging into another frequency, merging into another energy, understanding that somebody has already done exactly what you want to do, right? There is nothing that is being created right now. Everything that is ever in existence is already created, which means the better version of you is already created, which means that you get to tap into that, right? And so how do you do that? You literally have to go within. You have to stop. You have to feel it in your body. You have to understand what you have to literally reprogram your mind. You have to reprogram your body. Your mind is a computer and your body is a machine. You get to program both, right? You literally get to program both, just like if it was on your cell phone, just like if it were on your computer. You get to program both. Later on, I'm going to walk you through a quick meditation of how you actually can shapeshift and actually feel the energies of a different version of yourself. What we do often through Infinite Wellness, through Noelle Agape Global, is we take you on this beautiful journey and we show you the way of your soul, right? And we never say this is your soul and this is your soul's journey. We show you where your blocks are on your soul and your soul's journey, right? And so what do blocks look like? Blocks look like anything that is showing up in your life that is not serving you, right? Toxic relationships or lack or things that are not in the prominent state, obesity, being unhealthy, and all of those things come up in a way where it's, oh, hey, you're not being the best version of yourself right now. Oh, hey, do you really want to eat that piece of cake? Oh, hey, do you really want that glass of wine? Do you really want more alcohol? Do you really want to start a fight with this person right now? Because in reality, guys, we are all love. We are all divine light. We are all beautiful God's first energy in a physical body. And when we understand that, we can shapeshift into a different reality, right? And so shapeshifting is a beautiful skill that I learned along my spiritual journey and actually have perfected the craft, right? It is, I spend an immense amount of time in meditation. I spent an immense amount of time, I'm a go-getter and I'm a mover and a shaker, but I tap in before I do anything. I tap into the energies of something and I see how I feel, right? It's like, how does that feel? Doesn't feel like it's off. Oh, every one of my clients that I call in my soulmate clients, and I'm like, okay, I'm calling in this person and with this personality and this type, and I open it up and I expand on a daily basis from where I was the day before, right? And so if you're expanding on a daily basis from where you were the day before, you say that Oprah, for example, Oprah is a beautiful example for me because I think that she is conscious and she is amazing and a beautiful, incredible Oprah. Michael Beckwith, Vishen Lakhiani, love him tremendously. Regan Hillier, my coach, they are all conscious people that are out into the public eye that are truly, truly tapping into different realms and tapping into different realities, teaching you to move into a different realm. So what does that look like? It looks like you actually going from, you're going into an altered state of being. And so altered state of being is really truly another word for basically your brain, and going into a different frequency. And so your brain starts in beta, and that's living in the daily life of being awake. And then it goes into theta. And then when you're in the theta state, your brain is much more susceptible, right? So your brain is super malleable. And when you're locked into a box, you can't get to a higher state of being, right? And so then if you go even further into gamma, and gamma is wonderful, and that's where you actually shape shift. And when you merge with the energy, it becomes your reality. And it's just the fact, right? So the more, and Dr. Joe Dispenza amazing at this, the more that you go in and you clear your chakra system and your aura, and you work with the energies of your body and your energy systems, and you understand that you actually can move to a different version of yourself. The more that you understand that you are better, but you have to take inspired action behind that, right? So you're putting yourself in a situation where, say, for example, I want, to be like Oprah, or you want to, I'm a TV host. So my ideal would be, to be in the stage of like Oprah or something like that, right? And I would literally go into a meditation, and I would have a conversation with the energy of Oprah. And now people are like, oh, wait, Noelle, that's kind of weird. You're having a conversation with energy. I talk to energy all day, every day, guys. I talk, and those of you that know me, I feel, hear, and see everything. I am clairvoyant. I am clairaudient. I'm a medium. And I've just been given the gift of understanding energy. It's truly just, I had a conversation this morning with someone that's an engineer. I've never learned engineering. I've never learned anything about all that. And I knew exactly what he was talking about, because I understood. I went into that energy before I actually had a conversation with him. Before I made the phone call with him, I tapped into the energies of everything. I merged with the energies and fully understood what it was. The energies came through me, and I had a fluid conversation with him about frequencies, about hertz, about all of this stuff that I've never even would know about, but I tapped into the energies of it, right? I tapped into a better version of myself. I tap into Oprah all the time. I tap into other people. I have conversations energetically with people. I have conversations with things. I have conversations with my business. I have conversations with money. I have conversations with my body. And, those that would know me would be like, oh, Noelle, you have conversations with yourself. Yes, I actually do. I have a conversation with myself. The best relationship I have in my entire life is with myself. The best relationship I have with myself is because I have a great relationship with my spirituality, with my highest self, right? On a daily basis, I am tapping into my highest self. I'm tapping into those energies. On a daily basis, I'm talking to people before I actually have actual conversations with them, because we are 90% energy, and literally like 99% energy, and literally 1% matter. And so when we understand that we can actually manipulate the energy, and we can manipulate time and space, and we can collapse time and space, and we can move and expand things, right? And we're not going matter against matter, anger against hurt, and this is sickness against the body. You're going into the realms that you are energy. You tap into the energy, and you tap into what you want. You see it, you feel it, you use your senses, right? You feel it, you see it, you know it, you understand it, you smell it, you tap into the greater realms of who you are. That the more that you are the dominant frequency of the better version of yourself, whatever dominant frequency is inside of you is actually showing up as your reality. So shape-shifting, a big subject, super taboo, but it is really that this is every single master has ever done it. You go into the realms of a different reality, you tap into those energies, you merge with those energies until that is the greatest vibration within your fields. Once it's the greatest vibration in your fields, that's your frequency, that's a match for you, that's when it will show up in your reality, right? So, a lot, right? That's a lot. How can we do that in layman's terms? How can we do that? We connect on a daily basis to a better version of yourself. Okay, today, this was really, really, really great. And I am so grateful for my girls. I'm grateful for my home. I'm grateful for my partner. I'm grateful for the love of my life. I'm grateful for all of these things. You get yourself, because gratitude is one of the highest frequencies on the planet, right? So you get yourself in a state of being. You go for a walk, you move your body, you eat healthy, you get your vibrational frequencies in alignment with higher frequencies as much as you possibly can. And once you're in that state, that's when you start to use your imagination, right? And so your imagination is your greatest tool in shapeshifting, because your imagination is really truly you just thinking about different energies. And when you understand that, when you're just, we have been taught to believe that our imagination, and that's why kids create things so easily, right? Is because they don't have their belief systems around, the distortions, right? It's just pure science. When there is a distortion, what happens? The energy splits, right? And so if there's a distortion in your belief system, your energy splits. And if you don't have single point intention and you don't have concentrated energy, what happens? The energy goes all over the place and it's wonky. When you have single point intention and you just, as much as possible, go in and say, I am the best version of myself. I feel beautiful. I feel healthy. I feel love. I feel divine light pouring through me. I am divinity. I am God's source universe in the physical body. I am going to merge with Christ consciousness. I'm going to do the highest version of myself today. You make conscious choices, right? I'm not going to be in the victim. I'm going to be a better version of myself. I'm going to be kind. I'm going to be loving. I'm going to be joyful. I'm going to have relationship with people, right? I'm going to actually enjoy relationships with people and allow people to have a community and support, and as opposed to bash people, as opposed to being jealous. And many don't understand this about me, is that, I get triggered. Everybody gets triggered. And if you don't understand that you get triggered and you're in a human body, you haven't evolved yet. You're not into Christ consciousness yet. But I move very quickly through the energies. Why? Because I don't stay in a place of hurt. I don't stay in a place of victim. I do not stay in a place of jealousy. I don't stay in a place of anger. Sometimes I get angry. I'm not saying that I don't get angry. I'm not saying that I don't have things that happen in my life. I'm not saying that, I haven't had lack in my life. I'm not saying that I haven't any of that stuff. I'm saying what happens often is your belief system gets so distorted, and you truly get scattered energy. And that's the best way to describe it. In our next segment, I'm going to talk about fear and anxiety, what that looks like, and how to actually move through fear and anxiety, how to shape shift, how to use fear as when you can shape shift into it, right? And so many people are afraid of the darkness. So many people are afraid of what's going to happen. So many people have worry and strife, and they don't understand that they're causing disease in their body. They're causing cancerous cells to develop when they have that, right? And so your amygdala gets fired, and all these neurotransmitters are firing, and you're super nervous, and you have all these crazy energies that are going like literally haywire in your body. When you're in that state, that's what you're going to invoke into your life, right? And so it is such a beautiful gift to understand that moving to a different stage of consciousness is shape-shifting. Moving to a different version of yourself is shape-shifting. I mean, I believe in lucid dreaming. I believe in you could literally have altered states of being, right? Altered states of being is the way to change your reality. What does that even mean? How do you even get altered states of being? Altered states of your mind, altered states of your body, altered states of your life. It exists. It all exists, right? And so tapping into curiosity and tapping into the vibration of, oh, hey, whoa, this feels really good. I'm just going to explore this right now, right? This vibration of love and joy and happiness, and how can I be of more service? And I shape shift almost all day, every day on purpose, so I could be of service to humanity, right? And so my show, my brand, my everything, all that I am, Noelle Agape Global, is 100% about moving people from one space, from where they are to where they want to be, and allowing people to understand that the soul's journey is a hero's journey, right? And you go on this hero's journey, but it is not an easy journey. You get to choose your hero's journey. You go on that hero's journey, you tap into other realms, you tap into other frequencies, you merge into other realities, and you merge into, think of when you were a kid and you used to dance around, and think about when you would just be happy and joyful and playful as a child, right? And that is so lost in the paradigms of society. And that is the distortion. That is the warp distortion of the energy that splits the energy. And once the energy is split, you have to bring it back, right? So the fastest way in science to get to the result is when there's no distortion in the energy at all, right? When there's resonance, when there's 100% resonance, and that's just science. And so when you have 100% resonance of exactly what you want, that's what shows up your reality. And so resonance means harmony, right? And so if you have harmony, or if you have hate, if you have anxiety, or if you have fear, right? You're choosing your resonance. You're manifesting all day, every day, and you're figuring out where you want to be with that, right? So what do? You get to choose your vibration. You get to choose your frequency. You get to understand that there are different realms. There may be a realm of reality that is showing up right now, but it might be a different version than like when you're manifesting, you're like, oh, wait, this is a wonky vibration. How is this showing up in my reality? This is not what I want, right? When we're dealing with manifestation, there's a process, and we'll go through the manifestation process in the next segment. But there is a process to actually merge into a different version. And so if something is showing up in your reality, but it's a wonky vibration and it's a wonky manifestation, it just means you have more inner work to do, right? So go in, do the inner work, and understand that truly, when you're merging science and spirituality, you get to be the best version of yourself. When you're understanding that everything that shows up in your vibrational field is your choice and you don't have to stay there, that is your responsibility, right? So taking accountability, taking responsibility, moving to a different version of yourself, that is your place, your responsibility. Many people on this planet right now are not taking accountability. Many people are not taking responsibility. Many people are not doing the internal work. What they're doing is truly just living in victim and saying that living in the old paradigms and allowing what many don't understand is that they are allowing this to happen, right? Because they're so stuck in the 2000 years of people programming their mind and people doing things for them and being told what to do, as opposed to actually saying, no, this is what I want. And this is the energy I'm going to merge with. This is what I'm going to figure out and get, right? And so shape-shifting is being vulnerable, taking accountability, accepting responsibility, knowing who you are, making a commitment to who you want to be. It is not an easy journey. It is a hero's journey. You constantly are doing the work. You're moving into the vibration that you want until it is the dominant vibration in your fields and you are at the frequency of your desire. And I'm going to show you how to do that in just a little bit. Hi guys, welcome back. Thank you so much for being here on the live. Thank you for those that are on the replay. This is the Soul on Fire show, where we ignite the passion within. We merge science and spirituality to get you to the greatest version of you. And we truly go within and we find out what's going on and we move you to a higher version. Thank you again for being here. I am so grateful for you. So our entire show is about understanding what is going on with energies and how we can actually manipulate energies to be the greatest version of you. Today, specifically, we are working with shape-shifting and what shape-shifting looks like. Again, shape-shifting is truly just merging with a different energy that is in your field. Shape-shifting is understanding that there's always a better version of you. And shape-shifting is understanding that it may take some internal work for your external reality to change, because your dominant vibration and your dominant frequency is the match that shows up in your life, right? So right now, I'm just going to walk you through a really beautiful exercise that it's super quick, and it'll allow you to actually shapeshift into a different version of yourself. It'll allow you to feel what's going on in your body. It'll allow you to understand where you are at, right? And so when you have an awareness of where you are, that's your position where you can go from there. You make a conscious choice to move forward from where you're at, right? So I just want you to take a deep breath in and drop your eyes closed really quickly. If you are driving, please pause this and watch it when you are not driving or when you're in a safe place, because this is actually taking your brain into a theta state. We're moving your being out of the conscious state into the unconscious and subconscious mind. So from that space, just take a deep breath in and float your eyes closed. And while you're floating your eyes closed, I want you just to imagine you as a body. And I want you to feel your body. Take a deep breath in. Put your hands on your heart and drop from your head to your heart. And in that space, I want you just to have a relationship with your body. Take a deep breath in and release. One more deep breath in, release. From this space, go into your heart space. And I want you now just to float out of your body, just in your mind's eye, just imagining that you're floating out of your body and you're looking down at your body and you're understanding that there is something that needs to change in your life and you're viewing it just as an observer. Take a deep breath in. You're feeling what is going on in your life. You're seeing what is going on with your life. You're hearing what's going on in your life. Not as the victim, but as the observer. Take a deep breath in and understand where you are in your life right now. Now, I want you to merge into that energy and feel what you feel. Do you feel angry? Do you feel hurt? Do you feel sadness? We're going to float out of your body and we're going to collapse time and space right now. We're going to go just in your mind's eye. And we're going to get to the core root of why you have this feeling. Could it be when you were a child? Could it be you just had a bad day? Your body and your mind talk to you. Allow it to listen. Taking a deep breath, just gaining as much information and knowledge as you can. And from that space, I want you to float back through time and you're hearing my voice and you're above your body now, right now, and you seeing your body, listening to this meditation. And now you're floating into a different version of yourself and it's your future. And I want you to imagine a time where you felt loved more than anything in this entire world. Just take a deep breath in and get into the place of gratitude and appreciation and love. And from that space, I want you to understand that there's always a different version of you. There's always a better version of you. I want you to feel the love that you felt in that moment, that you've always felt tremendous amount of love. Power of that love. Who is with you? What are you doing? I want you to fill your heart with so much gratitude right now. Taking a deep breath in and understanding that you get to now merge with a different version of yourself from this space. I want you to literally think of everything that is your heart's desire. What do you want more than anything in the world? Take a deep breath in, and from gratitude, I want you to feel what that version of you looks like. I want you to hear what that version of you looks like. I want you to feel and hear and see and smell. Use all of your senses. And now you're just collapsing time and space and you're just becoming the energy of your desire. You're not thinking of the problems or anything that's going to get how to get there. You're just energy. And you're moving into a space where you have pure divine energy pouring through you. I want you to feel your energy and your desire as pure energy. I want you to feel if there's any resistance there. And what is that telling you and teaching you? I want you to know and understand that it already exists and it is waiting for you. With another deep breath in, just merge with this energy even more. Feel it expanding through every cell of your body. And when you're ready, I want you to actually float back through time understanding that you've merged with this energy. And I want you to go back now into your body. And as you're coming back into your body, you're feeling the energy of your desire. You're smelling it, you're knowing it, you're hearing it, you're understanding that it already exists. Taking a deep breath in and merging back into your body. And now that you're in your body, you hear my voice. You start to wiggle your toes and your fingers, and you start to understand that there is a greater version of you. You get to take accountability. You get to be responsible. You get to merge as often as you possibly want with the energies of your desire. Because when it is the dominant energy in your fields, it will show up as your reality. Taking a deep breath in and floating your eyes open. Welcome back, guys. Take a deep breath in. Guys, I just want you to know that you can do this exercise at any moment in time, right? You can actually go into a different version of yourself. You can merge yourself from the matter into the energetic form. And you can, from the energetic form, merge with other energies. You can merge with other peoples. You can merge with other thoughts, ideas, and realities. And that's how you make your dreams a reality, right? Because the dominant vibration becomes the frequency, and the frequency becomes your reality. And so what is the dominant vibration? It's your thoughts, it's your patterns, it's your belief systems. The more that you believe that it is possible, the more that you will tap into the reality. The more that you use your gifts and you manifest the life of your dreams, and then you come from service and you come from divinity and you bring your gifts out into the world, the more that the universe says, yes, 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 she's ready. He's ready. Look, 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 he's helping someone. Look, look, look. He's not only thinking of himself, he actually wants this desire to help other people. Look, look, look. He actually is doing things that are changing humanity. You raising your vibration, meaning you connecting to a higher version of yourself, you being better, allows your frequency and your thoughts to be better, allows your patterns to be better, allows literally you moving out into humanity. You move one beam of light way more powerful than darkness. Millions of times. So the more that you tap into the light realms, the more that you meditate, the more that you eat healthy, the more that you move your body, the more that you make conscious choices, the more that you don't stay in victim, the more that you feel that people aren't a victim, the more that you don't enable, the more that you just live from a conscious space in your life, the more you get to shapeshift and change reality. Guys, we will be right back, and I'm going to teach you the 4 steps of manifestation. I love you guys, and we'll be right back. Hi guys, welcome back. Thank you for the soul on, thank you for being here on the live. Thank you for those watching the replay. Welcome to the Soul on Fire show, where we ignite the passion within and we merge science and spirituality to get you to the greatest version of yourself. So we talked about shape shifting and we talked about merging with the energy. We actually did a meditation for you to understand and feel it in your body, where you had discord, where you had resistance within your physical body as your vessel. And then we actually did a meditation, a quick meditation, where you tapped into the energies and you understood that literally when you can move to a different version of yourself and you can go from matter form into wave, and you're not trying to do matter against matter, and which is destructive. But we learned about understanding frequencies. We learned about that the lower frequencies, the lower vibrational emotions, anger, hurt, fear, disgust, hate, jealousy, those are all lower frequency vibrations that vibrate within you in every cell of your body, that emanate out to make your thought patterns, and then they make your belief systems, and then they make your reality, right? And so with that, I showed you how it through a meditation to actually change those thought patterns, change the net pathways that have been grooves in your mind for you to believe that you know, a different version of yourself, and how to actually avoid the distortions in your reality and make them truly just tap into source. You are a God source universe in a physical body. You can tap directly into energies. You can tap directly into sources. You can tap directly into people. You can which is, you know, sounds really weird, but you absolutely can. You can tap into thoughts. You can telepathy is a real thing, but it's not woo woo. It is science. You're actually just tapping into energies, others' energies, right? And so shape shifting truly is just merging with other energies and merging with a version of yourself that you want to become. So how do you do that? The steps of manifestation are this. You have to have clear intention, right? Not scattered energy. You have to have clear intention. Okay, this is what I want. This is what I want to become. You have to understand why you want that, right? Is it coming from an egoic space? Is it coming from a space that is your highest version of yourself? Is it coming from a space that you think that external thing is actually going to make you happier if you have that? Or is it truly coming from a place where you know that that is a place of service, right? Doesn't matter, because whatever it is that is your most powerful frequency is going to show up as in your vibrational fields, which is your reality, right? Your so-called reality, because there are multiple realities happening at the same time. So clear intent, right? You have clear intent. You understand what your thought is. You have to believe it is possible. That is the next thing. If you don't believe it's possible, it's never going to exist, right? And so from there, you have to actually get to an elevated vibration and an elevated frequency, meaning that you have to look at your, you know, raw and real. You got to get raw and real and say, okay, if I need to get to love, if I need to get to forgiveness, if I need to get to higher frequencies, I got to look at where I'm at right now, right? I'm at hate, I'm at anger, I'm at jealousy, I'm at a lower vibration, which is attaching a frequency of lower frequencies to me, right? So you can't get there from there. Abraham Hicks says that all the time, right? So you can't get to love from hate. You can't get to, you know, you can't have abundance show up when you're in the mindset of lack. So you have to figure out where you are. That's the next step, right? And so clear intent, what's behind it, why do you want that, right? Then the next step is raising your frequency. But how do you raise your frequency? You understand where you are, exactly what's going on. Life teaches you, your emotions teach you, your reality teaches you, the universe shows you all day through signs and synchronicities, right? If you're tapped in and tuned in, and I truly am. I mean, I speak frequency, I speak language, I understand the birds, you know, they give me messages, and it's weird and woo-woo to some people, but it's the reality is I shapeshift and make and change my life instantly, right? And so if that's the case, why wouldn't you want to try that? So from the space of getting yourself, you raise your frequency, you raise your vibrational fields, your electromagnetic fields to a higher frequency. That is when you tap into your desire, right? You cannot tap into your desire at a lower frequency, because that's what's going to show up, right? And it'll never show up in your reality from that space. You have to be in a heightened state of emotion, right? So electromagnetic fields, every cell around you has an electromagnetic field. The earth has an electromagnetic field. Everything has electromagnetic fields. When you understand that each of those has a frequency, you tap into the higher realms and the higher frequencies, right? It's kind of easy. So the next thing is that you just merge with it. You truly merge with the energy of it. Using your imagination, using meditation, you merge into what you want to become. You become who you want before it actually shows up in your reality. The final is detachment, right? And detachment is such a huge component. And people say, Noelle, how do I attach to something and detach to it from it at the same time? Really, you have to understand that the how is not your responsibility. And so when you understand that the how is not your responsibility, you don't have to worry about it, because it already exists. You've already merged with the energy. Once it's a dominant thing in your fields, it's going to show up, right? So your job is to consistently get to a higher frequency. Your job is to consistently merge with the energies of it until it becomes a reality. It's really as simple as that. You have an intent, you understand the why behind the intent, make sure that it is coming from a pure place of your soul, And when it is coming from a pure place of your soul, that's when you find your resistance. Where are you at? Am I at fear? I'm at anger. Am I hurt? Right? You merge with the energies. You understand that you can merge with the energies. You move into a space of wave, not matter form. From there, you detach, you sit back, go about your day, clean your house, pick up your kids, make some dinner, do whatever you got to do, right? And so the greatest thing in the world, guys, is that the more that you do this, the more it's just science, right? The most dominant frequency in your fields will show up as your reality, period. I'm going to say that again. The most dominant vibration turns into a frequency, and it's whatever you're emanating out is going to show up as your reality. You are manifesting all day, every day, right? So how do you shapeshift? You shapeshift by truly just getting to a heightened sense of emotion. You figure out where you are. You work on the resistance. You don't stay there. Don't stay in the inner child. So many people do deep, deep, deep inner child work, and that's fantastic and that's super important, but you don't want to stay there. You just want to understand it. So that way you can move to a different place from there, right? So the greatest thing in the world, guys, is that it's all within you. We have love, we have power, we have light, we have divinity in us. We get to be the greatest version of ourselves. We get to be whoever we want to be. We get to play. And my greatest thing is I say I dance with the universe, right? And that's not even a joke. Everyone that knows me truly is like, I truly dance with the universe. I dance, I sing. There's not a moment in time that I'm not, there's not music going on in the background or I'm not dancing. If I'm stressed out, I stop and I pause and I figure out what is going on in my life, guys. And I got to tell you, there is on a daily basis, there are things that come up. I mean, whether it's with money or whether it's with my body or whether it's with relationships, it comes up probably more than most because I worked so deeply into the energetic fields. Yet I'm raw and real. Okay. Yeah. Wasn't so great today, but I get to be better tomorrow. I get to work on that a little bit more tomorrow. I get to shape into that tomorrow. I get to move into a different space. I get to move into a different reality. I get to actually understand that I didn't show up as the greatest version of myself in that moment. How can I be better? I can apologize. I can be better. I can learn from my mistakes and never do that again, right? And so as humanity, we need you. We need the greatest version of you. The frequencies of the earth, the frequencies of the planets, the frequencies of the universe have already elevated. They've already elevated, right? December 21st, they're going to elevate even more. We've moved into the age of Aquarius. We've moved into science. We've moved into the future. We've moved into the realms that are not the norm. We're breaking free of religion and the old paradigms. We're breaking free of the wounded masculine and the wounded feminine that does not exist in the new reality. And I promise you, in the new world, the best version of you already exists. You have to find it. Our job at Noelle Agape Global is truly just to understand that every single person on this planet has a gift to bring to this world, that every single piece of humanity gets to come together, and together we are the change. If you need healing, I know Christmas is a very, very hard time. The holiday season is a very hard time. We have beautiful healers. We have practitioners. We have NLP practitioners. We have quantum healers. We have people that can change your life. We have relationship coaches. We have abundance coaches. We have people that will change your life. Go to Noelle Agape Global. There's tons of free information on Noelle Agape Global for healing, for tapping into the different realms, for merging science and spirituality, for understanding where we are with the energies of the earth, for understanding time and space and the quantum. I teach the quantum, for understanding NLP and the mindset, and for understanding how to actually get into a better version of yourself. We have 7 practitioners that are incredible and do an amazing job. Our job at Noelle Agape Global is to make humanity the best version of themselves. Guys, we love you so, so much. I'm telling you now, if you're in a place of depression or sadness or grief, there is hundreds of free products on noelleagape.com. Please, please, please go there and see. I promise you that, if you need coaching, there's 30-minute coaching calls. There's hour coaching calls. There's help for you. We love you so much, and we know that there is a greater version of you. It is your choice and it is your responsibility. You have to say yes. You have to stop being the victim. You have to turn within and say, I know this is a better version of me. I know that what I teach is super high and elevated, right? A lot of people wouldn't even connect to shape shifting. A lot of people won't connect into the quantum. But I'll promise you one thing, that there is somebody at Noelle Agape Global that can help you, because we have practitioners that are the best in their field in health, wellness, and consciousness. They will get you to a higher version of yourself, and all you need to do is click, because there's 90% of the stuff is free, right? So our gift to you, to humanity, is to get you to the greatest version of yourself. Guys, there are so many things that you can do. Open a book, go to YouTube, Google, spend time in meditation, spend time in nature, eat healthy, be kinder, have less judgment. Don't be jealous. Everything is happening exactly the way it's supposed to happen. Everything that is happening is teaching you. It is showing you there's a greater version of you out there. Everything that is going on in your life is allowing you to see if you're connected to source or disconnected. Is there discord? Is there dysfunction? Is there lack? Is there hate? Is there jealousy? Is there victimhood? Because I promise you that is not the best version of you. And I promise you that when you understand, guys, that when you tap into the different realms of humanity, you tap into the different energies of the earth, you make a conscious effort to be a better human. You care about humanity and yourself enough to make that change. Life will show you the way. Life will show you, when it is dominant in your fields, exactly what is going on. There is never a moment in time where you can't pause, ever. I don't care what is going on in your chaos or your world, where you can't pause and say, there's a better version of me out there. How can I love more? How can I forgive more? How can I honor more? How can I respect more? How can I have less judgment? How can I come from a place of divinity? What choices can I make to be a better version of me? What choices can I make right now? What is my life showing me? Where am I going? How can I be different? These questions, guys, when you live in curiosity and you dance with the universe will show you the way. We have an internal guidance system that is the most powerful energetic forces in this entire universe. It is nature, and it is inside of you. A tree grows, a grass grows from a seed, right? A tree grows, an acorn becomes an oak tree. The same is inside of you. You get to not be distorted. You get to be powerful. You get to be the most beautiful version of you. You get to take accountability. You get to not be the victim. You get to be supported. You get to be loved. You get to be honored. You get to be whoever you want to be. Because I promise you guys, the moment that you say yes, the universe will say yes to you. I love you so, so much. And I know that it is all within you. Take a moment and pause. Connect to the energies. That is the greatest version of you. And I promise you guys that when you do